Right. Well, good afternoon, everybody. And we are here today. Sorry about my phone's going off. And we're glad to have you this afternoon. We are going to have our webinar for UAB Career Center in a few minutes. And so while we give people some time to log on both Facebook and join us here on Zoom, I just want to go over some housekeeping items. And so we have had about 18 webinars, and so we have a few more. So today we're very grateful to have Damon from the Career Center, and I'll introduce you to him in a few minutes. And so please make sure you join us on Facebook and here on Zoom. If you've missed any of the webinars, you can go back on Facebook and watch some of the webinars that we've already had, actually all of them, and then go on our website, uab.edu/families, and watch all the webinars we've already had as well throughout the summer. So thank you again for joining us. Remember, at the end of the webinar, while you get your questions, jot them down, send them through the Q&A, and we'll get to those questions at the very end. And if you don't have any questions at the moment through the webinar, we will always give you our contact information and you can submit those questions later on. So thank you for being here. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce to you Damon White. He is the Assistant Director at the Career Center, and he is going to lead us into introducing career options in the Career Center for you as a family member so you can talk to your student. It's never too early to start thinking about a future career, right, Damon? So thank you for being here, and it's all yours.
Thank you. Thank you, Carmen, for having me today. Welcome to UAB. Like Carmen said, I am Damian White. I do serve as Assistant Director of Career Education for the University of Alabama at Birmingham, of course, and our Career Center. So on a day-to-day basis, I work with faculty and staff in building educational programming surrounding career readiness, specifically for the schools of health profession and the School of Public Health as well. And today we'll be introducing you to the UAB Career Center and some of the resources that we offer through our center. So this is a picture of me. That is my contact information. So after this presentation, should you have any questions regarding any of the resources that we offer, feel free to reach out via email. I'm going to go away on my screen here, and there we go. Let's see here. This is Tiffany Holloway. She serves as the career consultant for the School of Nursing and the School of Education as well. And she's also an Assistant Director of Career Education. We are currently in a search for a career consultant for the College of Arts and Sciences, so you will not see any information pertaining to that career consultant within this presentation, but do know that you can still reach out to us if your major falls under the College of Arts and Sciences for all career readiness needs. So the UAB Career Center has 3 career centers. We have the Collette School of Business Career Center, the School of Engineering Career Center, and the UAB Career Center. So it goes without saying, if you are a business major, you will visit the Collette School of Business Career Center. If you're an engineering major, you would visit the School of Engineering Career Center. And then also for all other majors, you'll come to the UAB Career Center. So if your student is a School of Health Professions major, is a part of the School of Nursing, College of Arts and Sciences, School of Education, or the School of Public Health, they will come see us. Again, these are the schools and colleges that we service within the UAB Career Center. So some of the services that we provide are career exploration through our services like Focus 2. It's basically an assessment that will tell the student what their hard skills are and what it thinks their soft skills can improve on as well. It'll even make suggestions on career pathways that it thinks that your student will be the most successful in. We also offer resume and CV development. And the great thing about that is you don't have to have a resume already, but if you do, great, we can help you tailor that one, or we can help you develop one based off of your career needs. We also offer interview preparation practice through our software called Big Interview. The cool thing about Big Interview is that it will allow you to enter a profession or submit it rather to the Big Interview. It will then formulate questions based off of what you submitted. So if you are looking to go into biology and you think you're going to have an interview to be a lab assistant, You can tell Big Interview that you're going to be interviewing to be a lab assistant. It will then formulate questions based off what it thinks you'll be asked. You'll then answer those questions in real time in front of a camera. It will then grade you. It will tell you how many times you touch your ear, how many times you say, all the weird isms that we do while regularly communicating, we can get those out of the way so that the student can seamlessly articulate their value to the internship committee or whatever employer they are interviewing in front of. We help with job search strategies as well, building LinkedIn, navigating Handshake, and also understanding and how to professionally network and building that social capital there. We have about 13 career job fairs and events throughout the actual academic year as well. And one last thing we have is a career closet. And so should the student need clothing for a networking event or an interview, they can come to our closet, pick out career-ready clothing, keep the clothing free of charge at their will after their event. So Handshake is our portal that houses over 300,000 employers. This is where employers are looking at your students and they're communicating with them on a day-to-day basis for employment opportunities and internship opportunities as well. And so profile management, you'll see that there. Basically what that means is that we want the student to have a 100% filled out profile that entails them uploading a headshot, uploading their resume, if they have one, uploading any type of work experience, volunteerism that they may have, so that way they can have a better chance of being reached out to by an actual employer. The student can also schedule an appointment with us through Handshake. We offer appointments that deal with resume building, interview coaching, job search strategies, and internship strategies as well. Again, they can stay up to date with the career fairs and events through Handshake as well. They can apply and search for jobs in real time. They also can research the employer that they are applying to as well, whether that is for salary negotiation purposes, demographics, well-being, et cetera, et cetera. One cool thing that you can do in Handshake as well is you can email and communicate with employers, but not only employers, you can also email and communicate with people that are already working at the organizations that your student may think they want to work at. And they can conduct informational interviews. They can ask them what do they like about their job? What don't they like about their job? They can also learn about their educational journey and just their overall career progression as well to get an idea if it's still something they want to do and how they can find opportunities to shadow or intern in those fields. We also have the resource library. It's accessible to the student 24/7. These are in-depth resources, in-depth versions of the resources that we offer through workshops. So you'll find things in the resource library on how to build your resume, how to launch your career, how to build personal finance, et cetera, et cetera. And again, that is accessible to the student 24/7 through Handshake, through the Handshake resource library. So this was last year's fall 2023 career fairs. And as you can see, they are major specific. So if you were engineering career fair, you might have been interested in coming to the career fair that they had on September 21st. If you're a computer science major, your student might be interested in coming to our Tech Connect, which is in October. Again, to stay up to date with the most current career fairs for the upcoming academic year, your students should definitely be plugged into Handshake to learn about those opportunities in different career fairs and events. So the UAB Career Center Canvas course, it is a course that already lives within the student's Canvas. It's on the left-hand side at the very bottom. That's where it lives. It's free of charge, no additional tuition. It's a 10-module course and it's self-paced, so the student can take it at their convenience. It walks the student on how to gain experience, how to launch their career, even talks about personal finance again and how to build your professional brand as well. What I have found, the students that utilize this course the most, we are able to help them more efficiently than someone who has never logged into a module dealing with this course. And so I highly encourage always students to take the time when they have the time to go through this course and learn about the resources and not only the resources, but the tactics and strategies that you can use within career development so that way you make sure that you are ready to go when the opportunities present themselves. questions and discussion. So I do know that you're able to ask your question, I believe, in the Q&A, and I'm going to be leaning on Carmen for any questions that you may have.
All right. Well, thank you very much. And this is great information because, like I said, it's never too early to start thinking about a career. And not only is it off-campus careers, but there's also the opportunity to learn and practice before you go seeking those opportunities of a job, wherever it is, to practice and learn how to conduct yourself through interviews. So I'm monitoring both, and that's why I'm looking sideways, both Facebook and our Zoom questions here.
Yes.
I am not seeing any questions at this moment, but again, if you would like to, maybe you can share your contact information again.
Yes.
So that if families have questions later on, or remember, you can always share this webinar with your student. And so if you watch this together, you and your student may have a conversation and questions may come up as to, you know, when or how can I go find out more about jobs or interviews or the whole process. And so the sooner you start, your student starts to get used to the how to go through an interview session, how to conduct themselves, how to build that resume. A lot of times students don't think about all the activities they participate in and how they can be good resume builders. So these are all important conversations to have with your students. So again, getting your students involved and engaged in areas, both of their interests and maybe new areas, are always, you know, good things that maybe add to your resume, and the Career Center can help you as to, you know, tell students which ones they need to really put in there or how to put them in there, how to sell themselves to the job market. So here is Damon's email address. So if you would like to send him a direct email, it's dwight@uab.edu. You can also scan the QR code and complete a survey, like he said. So, and then we will also have this webinar. You can go back on Facebook, look at it at your convenience, share it with other family members or with your student or other friends of your student who may be interested in this and may have not been able to attend. And then it will be posted on our website, uab.edu/families, within the next week with captions. So I keep monitoring both Facebook, and I do want to thank those who have joined us on Facebook today. And hopefully you will have some questions, if not now. At some point, always feel free to send those questions. If you also want to send us any other questions, not necessarily related to the Career Center, you can always send them to us via email at families@uab.edu. So again, I'm not seeing any questions, any last minute tips. Damon, as students, you know, both fresh all the way from freshmen to seniors getting ready to come back to the campus, any last minute tips of things that they need to think about as they are starting their job search?
Yeah, just to be open-minded and be able to tell the person in front of you where you are currently, you're a student, where you've been, your past experiences, whether that's, you know, you volunteered at your local community kitchen, soup kitchen, you know, all of those great things are actual experiences. We want you to realize that and be able to articulate that to the person in front of you. But not only tell them about your past experiences, but tell them about your goals as well. That's what we call an elevator pitch. So it's the formula of telling where you are currently, talking about your past, and then talking about your future. So be able to do that. A lot of jobs come through and a lot of opportunities come through great networking. And you can't network if you don't know how to talk to people and seize the moment. So those are the tips that I would give you today. I hope to see you in the Hill Student Center, room 307, which is where our center is located. And go Blazers.
All right, awesome. Go Blazers. And thank you, Damon. And we look forward to having you in future webinars and also families and students to visit the Career Center. So thank you, everybody, and have a great afternoon.
See ya.